How much of your money did you have to give the government after this whole debacle?
It's really interesting.
Was it a
So
huge portion or not really that big of a dent?
it's both. So it's a
Ah.
really funny scenario. So I paid 8 million in cash, just automatic, so that I had to pay in full. So I did that, and that was not a huge debt. Then, so that was the criminal case. Then I got, it's a really funny story actually. I got sued. It's not that funny because I'm upset, but
It's
it's
like funny when you look back at it 20 years from now, you'll be like, that was
hopefully,
funny.
yeah. So I got sued by the government. I'm actually the first person in the history of America. It's really surprising to be sued as a monopolist. And that sounds surprising because there's Bill Gates, Rockefeller.
Rockefeller was like, wasn't he like,
OG.
yeah, he was like 1% of the entire GDP.
Yeah. So they made the Sherman Act, which you learn about in high school, to stop, basically just to stop Rockefeller and people like him, Vanderbilt, Carnegie, et cetera, the old robber barons of the old days. But it applies to, Microsoft and all the other monopolists, AT&T, IBM, but especially recently Zuckerberg, who owns WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram, right? And like he'd buy Snapchat if he could.
And the Oculus, right?
They've had like antitrust issues, but they never got sued.
Well, no, though they got sued. So the FTC sued them.
But you're the first one.
So when the FTC sues you for monopoly, for monopolism, is that the word? for engaging in monopoly, for being
monopolistic practices.
Exactly. They sue the company because a person isn't a monopolist. The company is a monopolist.
Oh, you were the first person. I got
I'm
you.
the first human being to ever be sued as a monopolist, and it doesn't make a lot of sense because, like,
But you were monopolizing internet attention.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm monopolizing something.
News stories.
Yeah. But it's just so funny because that is like blatantly against what the law says. Because a person, to be a monopolist, you have to be in the business of trade. Like when you buy Windows, you don't buy it from Bill Gates. You buy it from Microsoft.
What was their what was their argument of how you were a single person monopolist?
It was the FTC's crazy opinion, and I would normally disparage the.
You're not going to get in the business of talking shit about the FCC and your current.
No, the FTC can suck my dick. It's the esteemed jurist, Your Honor, who I will not say anything bad about.
Okay. Another, you don't want another Hillary Clinton's hair scenario.
Yeah, but one of my friends, who will remain nameless, said that he basically looked at her profile, looked at recent cases. He said, "Martin, your judge is Judge Karen. You're gonna lose. Like this woman.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're done. Like she's like you're the.
So this hasn't happened yet.
No, I lost the case, and
so that one you lost a good amount of money.
Oh, basically, it in essence is virtually everything. So the funny thing though is it's such a wild case. Like it's almost certain to be appealed and reversed, according to my attorneys. That they basically, like, if you read the case, I won't get into it, but like I can't be a monopolist. I don't buy and sell you medicine. Like you're not going to see me at Dwayne Reed being like, "Hey, does anybody want to buy these pills?" Like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm the first guy ever, because you know it's never been done before because it can't be done. Like they would have done it before on Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg if they could. So they kind of sometimes these government entities take a chance. Like they kind of try to like throw out a case and see if it sticks.
And if it does, then we'll do 20 more.
You'd be the precedent, and then
precedent-setting case, right? So like they're begging and pleading that this case is going to stick, and they pick like the worst guy for it to kind of like expand the law for, and we're going to beat it, and it's going to be hopefully quite trivial. Even if I don't beat it, usually you don't have to pay anything as an individual executive, regardless. But yeah, they tagged me for $65 million, which is quite a lot. And
yes, that is quite a lot.
It's almost one of Danny's, almost like Danny's gave you a stock pick.
Do you think like Zuckerberg's almost like rooting for you to win this? Because if you lose, like, are they just like he's up next?
It's so funny you say that, because like we're now canvassing for these like amicus or amici friend of the court briefs of like various companies and organizations that are like, all right, if this goes through, then every executive in corporate America doesn't want to have that job because you could be sued personally. What's the
Yeah. What's
Why
the
would
point?
anybody want that? Yeah.
Yeah, too much liability. That's the whole purpose of starting a corporation, I guess.
Yeah. So it's sort of a dumb lawsuit, and it was a dumb decision, in my opinion, even though the judge is very esteemed, respected, and highly credentialed. And
This judge is the man, yeah.
This
Yeah,
is federal. Is that
This
what-
female judge is the
Female judge
she's
is
the
the
female
still the
man.
man. Whatever. Yes, it was a federal case, but the so anyway, it is what it is. Like, we'll appeal. We'll see what happens. Like, I have a lot of confidence. I mean, technically, the company is going to pay like a good chunk of it. So if worse came to worse, I might have to pay 20 or 30 million, which would be certainly a setback. But like at the end of the day, you know, I've also discovered, and I think jail helps you a little bit here, but I discovered it beforehand that like really rich people don't have much of a different life from everybody else. Like it's
I've never changed anything, no matter how much money I have. I always said that.
yeah, it doesn't, like the people that change things, I think are the most like sad. Like they think they're having a lot of fun, right? But like they're the people that are like just going ham and like trying to find fun, just like instead of actually enjoying who they are. And like I've never had that problem either. Like I was just reminded of an old executive of mine who had an apartment 10 times more expensive and bigger than mine. And like he would always be drinking, partying, taking private jets, helicopters, Hamptons, whatever. And it's like, dude, like who's the rich guy, me or you? You work for me, you know?
Yeah.
Like 100 times richer than you, like, but you act like you're Bill Gates. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and also like that could change in a dime because I'm sure like, you know.
Usually the more you spend, the faster it changes too. So it's sort of you know, just funny to see that. And like, you know, for me, like the things I love are pretty lame. Like I love my cat. I love like Microsoft Excel. I love programming. Like it's all geeky. I mean,
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of your YouTube lives, and this guy's cranking on Excel. He's just, like so fast.
What do you do? What do you do on Excel?
well, I do what every Wall Street guy does: plug and chug numbers and forecasts.
Okay.
Like I like boobs and stuff too. Like so, I'm not like
no, but he like you're essentially
Now
just
we're
the
talking.
research that you would normally do just by yourself. You're just live streaming it so people can kind of just see under the hood, right?
Yeah, that's pretty boring. Like I think like it's funny because I see like I was watching like two chicks in bikinis yesterday, and they had like 5,000 times the followers I had, and I was like, man, what am I doing wrong? This is really frustrating. But you know, it turns out that you know financial formulas aren't the most exciting thing in the world.
Were there any other rich guys? Were you in a jail with lots of rich guys, or was
No.
it kind of all? And were you in general population?
Yeah. So all of the guys I was in with were basically drug dealers.
Did you have to pick your race pretty early on?
It's an interesting question.
Was there any of that being like?
Yeah. So my like first day at this prison called Fort Dix, this guy named Glass comes up to me.
They call it Fort Dick for a reason. That's I'm the
Yeah,
reason.
well, Glass shows up, and Glass is from like West Virginia. He's a meth dealer / meth head. He's like, "Hey, Shkreli." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I got a pack of wolves ready to go at all times. You gonna join up?" And I was like, "No."
Can I not? Yeah, is no an option?
Right. Well, that's the funny thing. I was like, sort of like engaging him, and this isn't a person you should engage. So I was like, well, you know, like I don't know what's wrong with like black people. Like my whole room is black guys. Like we're all friends.
Oh,
and
you're saying that?
yeah, and
You're like, yo, I'm co-owner of the Wu-Tang Clan, dude.
yeah, exactly. and he was like, let me tell you something about prison. Y'all need to understand something. When shit hits the fan, there's only 3 colors: black, brown, and us.
I thought you were gonna say blue.
I was just like, listen, man, I'm gonna take my chances with my roommates. I think I'm okay here.
Right.